morning, everyone. Can you hear me okay? Yeah, okay. All right. Well, my name's Morgan Thompson. I'm the CEO of Prevention Links, which is the managing organization for the Greenway Family Success Center. I'm so delighted to welcome you all here this morning to celebrate the opening of our sensory room, which is a safe and supportive space where children and their parents can meaningfully engage with the five senses. The Family Success Centers are community-based neighborhood gathering places where any community resident can go for support, information, services, and individuals and families can participate in all of these services free of charge through our partnership with the funding made possible by the Department of Children and Families here in the state of New Jersey. Family Success Centers are very collaborative in their approach, and they rely upon partnerships with local residents, business owners, social service providers, and other community leaders to offer services that are responsive to the needs of the community. The sensory room at the Greenway Family Success Center is a prime example of the power of partnership at work. This project has been made possible with funding from the Woodbridge Community Development Block Grant Program, and we're so grateful to Mayor McCormick and our partners at Woodbridge Township. We're joined today by Councilman Ficarra. Thank you so much for being, Ficarra. Thank you so much for being here today. As well as our partners from the Kane University Occupational Therapy Department, who have leveraged their vast experience to design and implement this project, specifically the Occupational Therapy Community Cares Clinic team. And they've been a wonderful partner to Prevention Links and to the Family Success Center as well for many years. I also just want to take a moment to recognize the amazing team here at the Greenway Family Success Center, our site director, Christina Armstrong, our volunteer and community partnership coordinator, Marissa Vargas, our family partner, Arielmi Morel, and our community health worker, Raquel Minot. They've all worked diligently to identify and respond to the community's needs for programming that's inclusive and accessible for children of all abilities. I also want to thank our Director of Family Success Services, Anna Martinez, who oversees this Family Success Center, along with 4 other Prevention Links Family Success Centers based in Elizabeth, Jersey City, Kearney, and Union City. Even through the challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic, the Greenway team has been a steady support for the families of Woodbridge Township, and Prevention Links is so proud to be a part of the incredible work being done here. And we're so excited to be able to share this resource with all of you. So thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. On behalf of Mayor McCormick and the team at Town Hall, we'd like to extend our good wishes to everyone at the Greenway Family Success Center. Mayor McCormick is a little under the weather, so you have what I like to call the JV team. But the relationship with the Greenway Family Success Center in Woodbridge Township is absolutely incredible, going back to Midgie when she was here, and then Christina. The honest fact is, whatever Christina is doing, if she asked me to be there, I feel a responsibility to be there. So, and excuse me, the Kane University folks I got to meet, and this wonderful project, my wife Maritza and I are both alumni at Kane. Maritza undergraduate, me graduate school, so we're proud of Kane University too. Thank you for having us, and God bless everyone.
Good afternoon, everybody. So on behalf of President Repillette and the entire Kane community, we are just delighted to be here with this project. Sneaking in the back door, I got a sneak peek at the project, and it really, when I read the description, it was really about teaching children how to explore the world around them through this facility. And when I saw what was behind that curtain, I was so excited. I said I want to take a nap in there. So, but I think more importantly, for those who are not familiar with Kane, we are a higher education institute, obviously, but learning in the classroom is one element. Learning outside of the classroom is where the magic takes place. So the experience that we've had here has really represented the service that we're about at Kane University. So we look forward to the partnerships, not just here, but with Woodbridge, city officials, our council, so important, and we look forward to doing some more meaningful life work outside of the classroom with all of you. So thank you for the invitation, and we are excited to be here today. should I introduce? Yeah, so I'm excited to pass the baton over to the leadership of the Nathan Weiss Graduate College. She is going to come up here and acknowledge some of the people who have put in some sweat and some tears over this project. So without further ado, Dr. Christine Thorpe.
Want to prepare for the big reveal. I have to tell you, driving here to get to this facility has been extremely exciting. When I received the message from Kelly that this has finally come to fruition, I couldn't wait to press send and say, yes, I can't wait to be here to see the hard work that was put forth in making this happen. So it's just such a pleasure and honor to represent the Graduate College and the programs that we've been able to foster, specifically here, our occupational therapy students. I definitely want to acknowledge our students who've put the effort in under Kelly's leadership. Allison and Sarah, who's a doctoral student in the OT department, if we can recognize you really quickly. And Blake Jankowski, who's a master's student in the department, both of whom worked so diligently with Kelly Sullivan and have been able to pull this together. And I too was able to take a sneak peek, and I thought, how can we replicate this? They've done such an amazing job. This is so wonderful, hint, hint, hint. But what was special was that we were able to see what happens in the classroom come to life. The fact that our students have to do field work as part of their experience is so critical in translating what they're reading in textbooks and what they're doing. I think what Blake mentioned, we made up a case that we were going to do something like this, and all of a sudden we're doing it. It's real. This is real for them, and it's such a pleasure to be here representing the college. We have Dr. Moran, our past chair of the program here, who can also see and witness the efforts put forth over the years to see our students in this space. So thank you all to the facility, to Greenway, for enabling us to have this relationship and hopefully a continuous relationship as we build from this point forward. I'm going to pause because I know we're more anxious to see what's happening behind me than anything else. But special thanks, much appreciated, and looking forward to bigger and greater things, and kudos to all of you. And to Kelly.
Thank you. Okay, I think I'm last, so I'm going to make this as brief as possible. So welcome everyone, my name is Kelly Sullivan. I have the privilege of working at Kean University, and I serve as the director of our Kean University Occupational Therapy Community Cares Clinic. I can't believe this day is finally here. It's been a lot of sweat, tears, and Allison and Blake will tell you. But I am so proud to present this to you. This has been an incredible experience. It's been a pleasure working with Christina and the Greenway Family Success Center here in Woodbridge. I'm also a Woodbridge Township resident, so this is even sweeter for me. I started working with Christina and the Greenway Family Success Center in 2019. And the collaboration began at this center, and it's always felt natural. Both sites really value community partnership, community service, targeting and helping the populations whose needs are unmet or underserved, as well as promoting health and promoting inclusion. So just a few of those ideas are how, our relationship has really just flowed so nicely. So because our relationship flows so nicely, Christina then emails me and says, Kelly, we have some more funds left in this grant. What can we do? So I said, okay, all right, what can we do? So Christina and I met together. The first part of this was we did a field day, an inclusive field day event, which was probably the first event that I personally was at where I could see kids again, because that's something so meaningful to me in my career. And that was a hit. And then she's like, okay, we have a little bit more. What can we do? And I'm like, oh, that's a tight budget, but. And I presented my vision, and she was like, go for it. And I was like, okay, are you sure? Go for it. And she's like, okay, and then I'm gonna need the budget and everything ordered in 2 weeks. And I'm like, okay, we got this. So anyway, I have seen firsthand how Christina and her staff treat the members of the community who walk in this door. They are kind, they are dedicated. Any person who walks in that door, they help. I've worked with them before the pandemic, during the pandemic, and I hope to work after the pandemic. I've seen them hustle and bustle, try to get everybody what they need, from water to services to housing. This Family Success Center is amazing. beyond. So I really commend you, Christina, and your staff. This project is also very special to me because I have personally worked with some of the families who will be potentially utilizing this space. And the appreciation and true gratitude that these families have provided to me, to any of our other students who have come through, is truly amazing. One thing that sticks out to me when I work with these families is access. So whether for various reasons there's limited access, whether it's a single working mom or socioeconomic status or language barrier, nobody seems to know what occupational therapy is, and I am glad to sit them down and tell them exactly what it is, and tell them about Kane. But furthermore, it's projects like these that are going to give populations who might not have access to just education and knowledge, to then say, you know what, I think I'm going to pursue looking for occupational therapy services for my child. Or wow, I had no idea Kane had a clinic. Or wow, I had no idea Kane offered occupational therapy. So it's kind of full circle. So I won't get into this too much because Allison and Blake are going to go through the room and show you all the things that we've done. But honestly, it's a space for kids to explore, for kids to be kids, for kids to feel safe. Christina and her staff here have really made a safe environment for the kids to come. And now they have somewhere to come that's cool and fun. They can explore. They can feel themselves. They don't need to feel different or not included because they're always included when they're here. So before I hand it over to the students and Morgan, I do just want to thank the Councilman on behalf of the Mayor for coming. Thank you to Dr. Salvatore, Dr. Thorpe, Dr. Moran, for being here for today and for your ongoing support. I just want to thank Kane University as an alumni myself and the Nathan Weiss Graduate College. This partnership, they've always emphasized community partnership and service learning. Creating an environment that fosters creativity and promotion of evidence-based learning is something that I have taken and now have brought it down to my students, to the community level. So I do appreciate that. Thank you to Greenway and Christina for trusting me, believing in my vision, and even though it sounded crazy, like, you're gonna put what on the wall? I'm like, yes I am. And always welcoming us and helping us I can. And finally, to Allison and Blake, who are occupational therapy students, but no longer. You are my future colleagues, for sure. They're in their last week of their clinical experience. This has been a very nice sum to their experience. You've worked tirelessly, endlessly to turn, my initial vision into something that I couldn't have imagined, and you've been instrumental in creating this space. So thank you to you both.
So Mayor McCormick, would you like to come up? Thank you so much for being here.
All right.
And so before we do the actual unveiling, if you'd like to say a few words.
Yeah, sure. Let me, everybody feeling sorry for you. No, I'm 5 minutes late. They almost kicked me off the program.
No, never.
I just want to say how happy we are to be here. This is a fantastic program. We love it. We support it in any way possible. You do so many great things with us. You helped us with the census count. You're involved with our wellness activities. You're involved with the library. We're doing backpack programs for kids in KSB and Hope Lawn. You're involved in that. Help us promote vaccines. Help us promote good health. All kinds of other events. It's just great that we have that kind of relationship. And we actually put our money where our mouth is because our grant helped fund this. So, I mean, that's what more can we say than we believe enough in you that we put money from the federal government that comes through us to you here. So I'll tell you a quick story, which you may have heard before because you've been here for several years. But way back when this started, when Greenway first called us and they said, we're interested in coming to Woodbridge, we were confused, as to why Woodbridge, and didn't know much about the whole program. So we actually did our homework and went up to Kearney, where you had a facility, and toured it. And that, as soon as we saw that, and as soon as we saw the parents coming in with the kids, and as soon as we saw what you were doing for them, we were absolutely sold. And we said, we want this in Woodbridge. And it's here in Woodbridge, and it's been great. And your employees are terrific. I can't even mention all of them because I don't know all the names, so I don't want to slight anybody. But this has been a great relationship that we absolutely are totally supportive of. You got our #1 wellness guy here, Greg Ficara. I know he already spoke about what's behind me, which I don't understand, and I didn't attempt to understand it because Greg already explained it, so I didn't have to be brief. But all I know is we support everything you do, and we're thrilled that you're a partner, and thank you very much. And I have a proclamation, which we have to get a couple of pictures. You tell me who you want in the picture. We can, once you finish this, and then we'll take the pictures.
3, 2, 1.
Congratulations.